So right now his plans are coming up to happen because they got land of America under a scope. Everybody hates America. Everybody hates Americans. If you go to the Middle East, don't say you're American. If you go to fucking Mexico, don't say you're American.
And if you go to anywhere nowadays, it's all everybody has. What it goes, the scriptures talk about that. Well, I think it's this one right here. It's back in Joel chapter 3. Joel chapter 3 and 10. It says right here, let the weak say I'm strong. Joel chapter 3 and 10 says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong. Verse 11, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together around about there, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Adawan. Let the heathen be awakened, and and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge the heathen round about. Full circle once again. I believe you brought that up, but I mean, it was still
that's the spirit. So when the heathen wakes up, and the heathen says, now he's got power, that means he's got nuclear weapons too. That means he's got drones too. That means he's got AI pilots in his freaking drones. Because if you remember a while back, like maybe 20, 15 years ago, when I ran down that drone, that was the end of Esau. Because they start fucking reverse engineering shit. They're going to understand, man, because that's speaking about how their warriors are. It doesn't, just because you're strong and you can break things, doesn't mean that you're a warrior. You could be weak and you can have a mind, like you can create poisons and shit like that, or even nuclear devastation. That means that you're going to have a strength in your mind, right? So if you can see that missile popping off and you built it, man, that's stronger than 1,000 armies. Because right here, I got Zechariah 9 and 13. When I have bent Judah for me, filled the bow with Ephraim, and raised up thy sons, O Sion, against thy sons, O Greece, and made thee as the sword of a mighty man, that's going to be beautiful. Because even though Esau has the power right now, the power is going to be transferred, and then when we get the power, the scriptures say we're going to be like mighty men. And that is, we're going to be jumping over buildings. We're going to be pushing over these poles, picking up trees and throwing them through buildings. Like X-Men.
Yep. Like right? King David. We're going to be jumping over walls. We're going to be slaying our enemies. It's going to be a beautiful time to rejoice.
And the only reason we're going to be like King David is because we're from the house of David. We have the same spirit.
And my son, he's 9. And that was the age that came. And that beautiful that came up. Because I already know where it's going. My son, he's 9, which represents strength, and with strength, with the 5 stones, represents represents this word, and King David, as a young boy at 9, represents the elect.
Yeah.
And Goliath represents the Babylon.
Yeah, because look at the difference in size. That freaking giant, man. Well, let's say he's about as tall as that light, that stoplight. If I were to fight him and I didn't have no weapons, how am I gonna get this motherfucker down? First of all, how am I gonna even survive? His sword must have been the size of my son right there, as big as a big sword, and it's heavy. He's obviously got superior strength, and like I was saying, the mind is more dangerous than the body, because King David used his spirit. He prayed for that strength. And he was practicing with a slingshot. He said, I killed bears, I killed lions, just to save one sheep. He killed bears and lions just to save one sheep.
And we need to put on as King David in these times. We need to keep the charge of the Heavenly Father.
Yeah. Just imagine if there was this game called Onimusha. And I love that game because that dude had a blue sword and it shot lightning and it killed demons and it had an eye on it. So just imagine a sword like that. Like you would slice right here and you can destroy that building.
And Yahweh Shemel Shah is going to give us strength. Yahweh Shemel Shah is going to give us mighty, mighty strength. We want to put on like our forefathers, because everything we tell our young seed that it's only going to get more intense and more severe. So we have to put on that shield of faith. We have to put that armor as a breastplate first, and this is what we tell our children right here. Listen up. This is for you guys. It says 1 Kings chapter 2 and 3 says, give me this.
It's important for you young, you're our sons, right? Because if, let's say, if we get to be old and we die, you guys have to keep the fight up.